What's going on, guys? Sandman the Bad Man here, still in the building, Enclave General, but we've got to discuss this. This thing is going down the toilet, and I mean down the whole drain. Now, I just wanted to show something here. You could take a look at the caps right now, 46, right? All right, but all right. So we do have our winners. I'm gonna announce the winners in a bit. But there was a couple things I did want to get into, and primarily it's just more of the same of what I discussed yesterday, and also what I'm seeing in PvP servers now is, well, in case you guys didn't know, let me just say this. A lot of the prices on a lot of things are dropping because they somehow accidentally brought back like 2 duplication glitches, or there is 2 working dupe glitches. So at this point, all right, before I get into the dupe glitches, all right, this is how I start the game. Fast travel to one spot. I look, I can't even find the guys. The guys ended up fast traveling to their base. So now I'm on 7 caps. 7 caps. Okay. Anyway, so 2 active duplication glitches are in the game at this point. That's what I'm being told, and it makes sense. One was explained to me like you know, they messaged me like, showed that they reported it to Bethesda and what they wrote. So that one I understood, and the other one I just heard of kind of like in passing about a method of duplicating power armor. Anyway, but regardless, so there's still 2 active dupe glitches. The game is still the game's just broken at this point. It's just not as fun. They nerfed too much of the, you know, when the game first came out, it was a matter of like, oh, there was going to be, you know, like attention, and I remember, you know, when I played the beta and I was getting like burned down by some dude with the shotgun, I was like, man, that shit is annoying as hell. And I was like, I want to play it now, and I want to get like good, and I want to get, you know, like the shotguns, and I want to do this and want to do that, and I want to, you know. And but look, as you can see in PvP, you can see this wall does not break at all. That wall does not break. And then here comes the door. Here comes all these little things, right? Nothing. I can open the door, sure thing. Nothing breaks until I land contact with the person who owns it, and now I can break the building. So I want you guys to note that. That's the only way you can break things, is if you've already hit the person that owns the building. You cannot break the building any other way. There's no other way to break the building, which I feel is absolute bullshit. But as you can see there, now you actually see pieces breaking. You see the, you know, you see everything's like breaking apart. You see now things are actually like getting damaged. Now things are breaking because I had hit that person who owned the base or whatever. But yeah, that's actually exploitable. It may not be in this video, but I think Monday's video is going to have what people are doing in regards to using turrets in their bases. And then, like, basically, when you fast travel to the base because they have a vending machine, they're using the turrets to, like, trap you in and, like, lock you into their base with turrets surrounding you, so that turrets just burn you down and kill you. And then, you know, then afterward they walk in, and you can't break out of the base because you haven't hit them yet. And because you haven't hit them yet, you can't. Now, watch. Look, this is in PvP servers, right? Look at this. Look at that. Look, you see? Everything reheals. Everything reheals. You cannot break bases in PvP unless you hit the person first. So you need to have contact first. And I don't know where this guy was, but trust me, I fast traveled to a couple bases where the guys weren't there, but it would be like just a trap base. So now we got to keep that in mind. The PvP servers. Already this game is fucking dry. I had to fast travel. I have 1 whole cap to my name. There's no caps made. Every person that I kill, for the most part, you know, was over level 50, only at maximum gave me 12 caps. And then considering that I'm on a team with Don during this video, it was 6 caps. And then you figure if this is a 4-man squad, then the most you can get per kill in PvP servers is 3 caps per player with 0 XP. So what's the point? Because it cost me more than 3 caps to shoot 6, 7, 8 rounds out of that 50 cal. It cost me more than 3 caps So you know, so it doesn't make sense, because in all honesty, if I go and I kill a level 50 player, right? Let's say I'm playing solo and I go and I kill a level 50 player in PvP, I get 12 caps to myself. Whoa, 12 caps. If I go on PvE and I kill a level 50 player, I get 50 caps. Which means that, you know, it's like killing 4 people in PvP for the most part. It's actually a tiny bit more than killing 4 people in PvP. So why am I going to stay on PvP when the caps grind is gone? There used to be a risk reward system. It was like, it was a greater risk, it was a greater reward. You know, it was on site, but you could make double caps. And I always felt like the double caps thing was you know, it got to a point where it was kind of fucking crazy. Like, you know, you're level like 280, you would die, you'd lose like fucking 600 caps. You know, and I felt like that wasn't fair when you killed a level like 70 and you'd only gain like 140 or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, there should be like a cap to it, you know, like 100 caps per death, and it shouldn't go higher than that or whatever. But it should be something there. But in no way, shape, or form did I like say, hey guys, instead of doing that, let's fucking make it so that it's useless to kill people in PvP. Let's make it for that. And I know what everybody's gonna say. Everybody's been saying, like, every single one of my videos, all the people who like fucking despise me just go, well, you can't survive in PvP servers. But I can. I can very easily survive post-patch without even using Sentinel armor, because the only people who are in PvP servers, are like food builds or guys who just want to level up, or like low-level guys. And it doesn't make sense. It's not hard. It's not hard to do PvP if you got fucking common sense. It's not insanely hard. I mean, obviously, you know, you could be really, really good with certain builds and this and that, but you can still put in work with a power armor and a heavy gun. You can still put in work with certain builds, just as long as you build yourself around it, just as long as everything is in pack rat and through hiker. So no, fucking PvP servers aren't for the pros. PvP servers are lame. I've only been in this one for a few minutes at this point, and already been in first place for a little while. And it was just back to back to back. And you see this guy's at level 131. I kill him. I get 6 caps. Don gets the other 6, getting 12 caps per kill for 130 or 120 level guy. Which, what's the point? What's the point of it? The aid is useless. Half the time it's spoiled food. Anyway. All right. So I digress. This is the Friday video. And what I want to say right now, let me just throw it out there. So DS is the first winner. Mr. Grognak is the second. Okay, first winner is gonna have dibs on whatever they want to pick, and the second winner can get whatever's left for the most part. Okay, so again, DS first winner, Mr. Grognak second winner. All right. I wanted to talk a little bit more about I guess the upcoming content to this game and whatever. May 16th is the legendary vendor, to my understanding. Arcos Pharma is the 21st. I think the quote-unquote dungeon that's actually like an event. Why? I have no fucking clue. Anyway, so the legendary vendor is not going to be what you guys are thinking it's going to be. Like, you can actually see what the items are. It's going to be like a fucking how do you say it, like you know, you just purchase like a random item. It's just gonna be like a random item purchase, which to me just doesn't make sense, because what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna buy up 1,000,000 pounds of fucking berserker weapons, or, you know, like 20% weight reduced food armor or something like that. You're not going to be able to have a choice to pick out, like, hey, is this, you know, like Sentinel assassin, is this assassin armor, is this cav armor, is this, you know what I mean, like the stuff that you really want to look for. You're not going to have the choice to look for it, so it's not going to make sense to like lean into it too much, especially for the pricing of the weapons. Whereas, you know, let's say you scrap something, it costs you like 10, it's going to cost you easily 10 times that to make the purchase for the same kind of item. So it kind of leans out into the point that I don't see it being as viable. I don't see it being as useful as I was hoping it was going to be. Once I got that kind of news, I was kind of like, that's fucking corny. I did see something about that they had something, they data mined something, they ended up seeing that there would be legendary power armor. Now, I know in 4 there was the piezonucleic chest piece that was a legendary armor. I think there was like 1 or 2 more legendary power armors in 4, but I wouldn't be opposed to having legendary power armor pieces for the most part. I'd actually be interested in getting legendary power armor pieces, but we'd have to wait and see. Truth be told, because of the reduction overall with this game, and so all the videos are taking a back seat. We're not going when Tuesdays and Thursdays is not going to be any Fallout content. I'm opening those slots up at the moment. There's nothing scheduled for them, but we may start playing like different games on Tuesdays and Thursdays and seeing what the feedback for those games on Tuesdays and Thursdays would be. But that's pretty much it. So there will only be there's going to be about, I want to say, 5 days where we're posting. So Sunday is the giveaway stuff with the announcement of the giveaways. Monday is, standard Fallout. Wednesday, standard Fallout. Friday is the announcement of the winner of the giveaway, and then Saturday is live streams. We're gonna test out the live stream waters for a little bit. Live stream videos are not staying in the channel, so once the live stream's over, it's pretty much getting canceled. The problem with the live streams is that if you guys did follow the last live stream, I had to start it, I want to say 3 fucking times, because this game crashes so much that I had to keep restarting it. Every time I would blue screen, I'd lose the live stream, so I'd have to fucking restart it. Then I have to come back. It's I would love to say that they took the time and fixed the problems with this, but I still blue screen, I still freeze, I still crash, I still spawn in and float with my fucking arms up. There's still so many bugs that are day 1 bugs that just haven't been patched yet, and it's amazing to me. So anybody who's asking if you want to jump in late on this game, I would say right now is the fucking worst time to get in, especially if you like my content, especially if you like being a pain in the ass and you like shooting other people and you like playing PvP. This is the worst time to step into this game. I wouldn't suggest it. I would actually say to stay away from it. There's other games that I feel will probably be more fun or more rewarding. And you see we kill level 17 is a 2 cap, but even that 2 cap isn't that much of a difference, because if I kill somebody else, it's a 6 cap between us. So at this point I'm killing everybody. But yeah, so that's one thing. In regards to the support I've had, man, guys, I really appreciate it. We shot up in subs a good bit, and it's been awesome. And I am gonna continue having the content that you guys like. I'm gonna have to just figure it out, because there's a big nerf to literally everything you can do in this game at this point. And it's fucking annoying, truth be told. It's annoying to play at this point. I'm not having much fun playing it anymore, and that's primarily because my purpose of this was all right, I'm just gonna annoy players. I'm gonna try to get in PvP fights. I'm gonna take over workshops. I'm gonna do what I've been doing since day 1. And that's what I've been doing since day 1. If you look back at my November videos, my late November videos, when the game came out, if you look back there, I was doing PvP. If you look, and of course there was PvE content, because at the same time I was grinding level up, to get certain things. So there would be PvE content, but there was PvP content way before there was Sentinel Assassin armor, way before, I was running around with that kind of gear, way before you guys knew me as the general of the Enclave, way before all of that. I was right there doing the same thing, just PvP, and then in power armor similar to this with I think motion assist and the all rise, and just pretty much just hitting people with sledges, and that was pretty much it. Before I had anti-armor anything, before I had, and it's not hard to survive against most of the players in this game, truth be told. 80 to 90% of the players are normally just brain dead and run around in excavator armor. These are the same people who are on Reddit complaining about them getting killed and needing to nerf everything, and there's no argument with me in regards to nerfing Sentinel and Cav. I had stated this many times on my page, in people's comments, whenever they said, hey, and I had someone say, hey, don't do that, Bethesda might be listening. But it was a fact. It was a known fact that the armor was, it was OP. It was a known fact that the armor was OP. I was hoping that, in all honesty, bring it to a level playing field. Just don't have it so that people who manage to get their hands on just like, you know, once in a lifetime pieces can just like body everything that they come near. Like, just level it down so that there's some sort of threat to them. All right, I don't care about the nerf in regards to the 75% and the Cav nerf and this, that, and the third. But what I do care about is nerfing the shotguns twice. You know, but because they originally said it was going to be like a numbers nerf, that is showing the incorrect numbers, but they actually nerfed the damage output of the shotguns. They nerfed a whole bunch of shit, and then they didn't nerf the things that they should have nerfed, which is the most OP builds, which are chameleon, bloodied, and like, you know, sneak rifle builds and builds like that are just like crazy OP. And you know, they just pretty much just sit back at a distance and can just absolutely burn you down. They didn't nerf any of it, so it made that much harder, or whatever the case may be, because now that's crazy unbalanced. And I know a lot of people who, you know, were putting up fights against these kind of builds with builds similar to mine that now feel like, well, there's no fucking point. You broke my whole build. I can't put up a fight anymore. And it's true. It's true. You see people who, you know, who could hold their own back, and now it's like worse. And it's I'm just getting in the habit of playing in power armor. I'm getting in the habit because I feel like at this point you don't know what the meta is gonna be, but definitely 100% right now, if you signed in, bloody chameleon builds with the proper gear are absolutely destroying. Just because all they have to do is play distance. And I know some people say, yeah, but you know, you could just gamma gun them and you could do this, that. But there's obviously counters to gamma gun. You can stack Rad-X diluted with Rad Shield, and that's like an easy, like, I want to say 300 to 400 radiation resistance on top of whatever their other resistance is. So it fucking nerfs a good portion of the shit, and they don't have to pop Radaways anywhere near as frequent. Still doesn't matter. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm not a big fan of I'm not a fucking fan at all of what they did with the patch. I feel like they gave every PvP player the shaft in regards to this latest patch by pretty much just fucking a lot of us over. You know, and they nerfed all our shit. They didn't nerf some of like the other shit. They didn't bring it to like a level playing field. They just nerfed like a good portion of the community's armor at this point. Everybody who did PvP, they nerfed all our armor. But if you were bloodied or whatever, you're still like perfect. And I feel like it's just I feel like it's too broken. I feel like there's exploits in the PvP servers that need to be addressed. The fact that you can't break any houses. The fact that you can't break... Like, I understand if the person's in passive and I can't break their house, but why can't I break their house at all is beyond me. Especially if they're not in passive. I should be able to break your house if you're not in passive. Your house shouldn't be in passive either. I feel like this has become like a trading simulator game and not the post-apocalyptic dangerous wasteland it was supposed to be. And it plays like shit at this point. It's still glitchy and everything. So that's what I gotta say on it, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks.